UTV ahwefo ema munyina jo enanwumre eba no nsiampa mu kasebo a yede mamo abrebia na efiada anwumre kasebo a yede ebremwebre aso se yede eba ebedamo na meka o se wo DSTV no so a na wako channel 360 musabekan ho na fi ensema yede brewi watumi TV ahwebi no hu de ekoso sanso na uko YouTube so a UTV Ghana musabekan sanso na Facebook so sa no musabekan UTV na fi ensema ekoso nya no watumi ahwebi this sweet chocolate drink do nya ni social bebinom esanse de ruba wo ho no anye kwa bi ebre wo mu no eye bre a ohia kokoo ni bi wo nipadua no mu na boa na watumi agina wona so iye kama enti this sweet chocolate drink do nya ni social bebinom sanso na special mineral water no eyensu a wonom na honam na gina mu yenum nsuo bi akeke sanse nhwem kwa tesa wonum nsuo na nsuo ni nye papa ekofa yare e de brew to wonum nsuo a num nsuo a eye papa na special drinks no so de wa woni online emi wadidi awie no kapini se kameto mpaso na ma na dwire gum kama na fe etumi akwe wonu aduane so de U2 added salt nchene papa e ma yare bia emrel nyuma ko na so yasen na nyume yi ere kasebo no e de ebrem na ensebodi mu akoten no ebi ene se
Edom kuma omra shebedwam ade atudwa se asrafo mokobo otimamufo ewowa etifido atoye mantemu no yenye nhwemu emfa ho
sanso na Ghana Standard Authority HS eba amanoni adwadi a ewo se enipa de enema kwa amanoni ade no mo chekere mo no mu se ne ebe ya adwadi ekwa amanoni nyoma bi ewo mu no mutumi hu no musuntene oma adwumadi bi ade amawo
na waswafo no hwe bambo so akasa omra shebedwam ese Ghana fo ye bo mo ewowa ehono no ye behwe na aban no afomo woka
Asante Mantem Chief Imam se eyade a ntokwa ekoso ewa adwurama nipa bi ahwom kwana asem nteme ho aso no aban no enipa gina tukwa do magina so mo enhwe no mo nkansem no mo nchia baabia mo fa no kredie eni sa adwuma no
na amanane ensemu sebeko Zimbabwe ma no emu ababeto dwase ensuo ayeden ewo ho no mo ene ne mpotemu
sanso na amanono ensemu na so sabre odan woni ekire Kaduna nso a eye twitwidi a ekoso ewo ho no sabre empanifo ehye enoma nyina
Akua Agyeiwaa Kodei mene
Anim Addo
ye ne agyepinia yesumu ne anwumre afensem no enchiremu eni ene Ghana mrashebedwafo eko asetena ne no ene dom kuma no ene dom dodo ni nyada adwen akobenkrom akiremu se de atimamufo a omowo atifido atoye mandemu eno eye wano na yakwa akodi omo abridia brada asafo no ese yetimi hwe ne yediye etuye na bambo ekoso eno entine beya ankempenifo omo mrashebedwamu no hwe power bedwaku a ombeye hwehwemu na yama bambo akoso ede amaye nyina Mrashebedwafo asetenemu a omodwendwene Ghana ho no ene dum kuma ba no dani onumunyafo na Idrisu ade tu dwa kire se ayonkofa eda asrafo ne timamufo entem no eye abafom efrise nansen asrafo no taabo timamufo ne pa se yahwe anka ho asem a manema anyeya ebemo oman asomdwe no ato ape.
There appear to be a worrying development in the country which borders on the safety and security of Ghanaian citizens, largely led by men in uniform, the Ghana Armed Forces. We have not put Agyeiwaa behind us yet. We know that there were some excesses there that resulted in loss of life following the death of Ibrahim Kaka. And then, Mr. Speaker, only yesterday, as I watched some developments in Wa, a very peaceful city in our country, and there is indication that military-civil relations is at its lowest ebb, and the undermine is led by men and women of the Ghana Armed Forces. And you could see men of the Ghana Armed Forces beating and humiliating Ghanaian civilians. The rights and freedoms of those Ghanaians are guaranteed under the 1992 Constitution. Wherever grievances any member of the Ghana Armed Forces has, we are a country governed by law. They cannot continue to take the laws into their hands. We will not accept a state of normlessness in this country, a state of lawlessness led by men in uniform. Speaker, what is important is that it is not just for those who were beaten. I understand that one person got his leg fractured, and many have been hospitalized, many have been injured.
Okasawi ye no eno nmunyafo se cheme sabonsu edon dodo ba no dani Sudan no tumu chire mu se eye no kre.
The leader is telling us about lawlessness that is being led by the military. The statement that he himself made was to the effect that somebody snatched a phone from a man in Mufti. It does appear that that man in Mufti perhaps was a military person, and that attracted the response. Mr. Speaker, we must admit to ourselves that there's creeping lawlessness, I wouldn't say led by the military, but led by us, civilians, by citizens of this country. Mr. Speaker, and we must own up to that increasingly we are seeing symptoms of discipline in society breaking down. And that cannot be happy news for anybody. But I agree with the minority leader that all said and done, the relevant committee, in this case, a committee on defense and interior, I don't know whether we will task the entire committee, but perhaps the committee itself would form a subcommittee within the committee to undertake it because of the urgency of the matter. They may have to visit the scene of the incident.
We enti achiamehine abedi achire a wotoso mienu onmunyafo Joseph Oseusu abo asam no achi.
The Committee on Defense and Interior to proceed to investigate, collect and collate the facts and report to the House within 4 weeks. As so direct.
Ya to ansem no so na ewo mrahye bedwam no mfoni bi ebetoto social media so se asojafo bi ekobde wo musako ka nipa bi wo wa kare kirem se soja ni bi ani phone na ira na ohwehwe no du ba bi na fi odne sako ka nipa ni bi no na asofo hwe bambo so honorable Dominic nitiwo kire se soja ni okodi sa anyambra se no musaka no na se de emra na tie no omode mefa emra kwan so.
And so I can report, Mr. Speaker, that yes, it's true. That incident happened yesterday. The military immediately issued a statement this morning condemning what has happened and promising to discipline the officers who did that. They have also sent the Chief of Army Staff, because of the seriousness with which we view this matter, to go and meet the people of the region at the Yana Palace. I believe they are currently at the Yana Palace, the Wana Palace, to first of all apologize to the people for what happened. The military's, my brief on the military is that they've had very good standing relationship with the people of Y in particular, and the people have been very, very helpful in their fight against terrorism and all the things that have gone. So this incident to them is really unfortunate. It shouldn't have happened because, one, it was not sanctioned by the regional minister. It wasn't sanctioned by the commanding officers. Neither was it sanctioned by anybody in Accra. It was a spontaneous reaction of some young men and women in the armed forces who moved to town to do that with some trigger they felt was the issue. As the man said, he says that it's true that the trigger was that the military got a report from one of their colleagues that he was hijacked at a night point in their yellow tracks.
NDC amayogono mebunu edikan amagana fo enyanentie se edane sebo sede ombeye ye kire edi etia oman no mpendifo a kire se Ghana emu anyo na ye kire no asema edaso e wopoto kasam ene se March for Justice na chese ye nanti edi ama atenteneni omutwe krata edi kokoma bambofo posifo se omu ehia bambo esanse Ghana mamra no akire mu se so peso ye kire a wobetwe krata koma posifo no mabebo ho ban posifo so de krata bai beyi omu no echire mu se social coronavirus baby ejina no ne emra aba no ede aba na yentimi mo kwan emomo enye ye kire no na empenyini si baby bia na si etimi si nkunya ne ye ka na asomdwe eye adwuma enkra aba beto dwa anwumre nyada ene se eye NDC amayeko no babu ni penifo eni post sahene IGP Owura James Opombuenu akwakotena se ayenhyiemu ewo mo atan ekese ewo enkran omadwen akobenkrom se Nyankopon eye aduma efiada eye kita wonsa anase July de etoso ensia no NDC amayeko no babu no enye ye kire posifo ede bambo esefata ebemo mo na omotimi akọ aba na omo atena se akasa ama baby on behyasie ede ye kire no afiri baby on bekwakodu ni nyada no maka afensu coronavirus emra hodro no posifo ede ato omo anim se omo hwe no mu eniso enne na nhyiemu no ekoso ewo enkran na yako eye agbogbloshiie ewon sensem de yemonim asem dada ene senkramantem sofo eni abrese wotu omo to ho no na wode omo akọ agi kotoku na omo akọ ye adwuma ene ebosome ene akire de yekone yaba na esu Nyankopon eye adom enra ena won omo to je ne de omo de se yoyo ekọ agi kotoku a ene woga west mensinim so omo ekọ akọ ye adwuma ebi so ede omo eni akire gomu adominase a eno ewo envemvre mandemu na won na omo eye scrap no fala for no omo friends entwofo hyiemu ene akasa de atodwa se baby omo ti eye adwuma no matan wo no mo ache etisa aban se wotu omo ede omo akọ baby a wo mo baby esefata na ye papa no mu se ampo mo so ye Ghana fo no yetu omo saa na bibie emfiri mu amade a echia kakra enye won no mutu ojene ewa agbogbloshiie ne nkwada ene yeyi omo ede omo akọ agi kotoku so omo kwa ye adwuma na mumu no scrap dealers won no mo ye fala ho adwuma ni nada eka ho ebi na enkramantem swafo ene bambofo ne edi animu ahwese obi abetu akọ ewo asomdwe mu scrap dealers no afense ntwofo hyiemu ede de sede ato aban animu se baby omo ti ewa agbogbloshiie no ma ye adwuma ache enti se aban se wotu omo de ye omo baby papa no omo enko ekuo no twotwo ni panyi abedi akire Owura Salifu ena ekasaye
kra ewo ho ne se omo amboy amane omo anka nkyereye omo amaye notice bia ye ne minister no ye nhia ye da de omo no hia ye ewo eye onion sellers no enti anytime wo ba ho a onion sellers no obe engage omo enti ye de ya ka se ewo wamba ha ahanenti enti yanka ho or see one tie yeah sa yeah reducing nipa no up to one person up to nipa bako one committee no see one meeting here scrap dealers there one meeting here yes say yes asia esun sami kanchero already we no ya bruso ya bru asasi we and there here asasi there will be a yabeko yes Desun bia na asase ne so ebetima accommodate a de wo bia yebeko ye de ya ready
ekoma ni bi ade sede o modify UTV so eto aban animu eni
ko yebeko because we are here to hustle. We are not criminals. We are working for the Ghana. But the work we are doing is important. We don't know our scrap. Accra, nobody will get scraps, iron rods or nails or other things. This our work is producing all that is in Accra here. Why? They cannot consult us. And they start like animals. If an animal is inside the gate, you open just so you go out. But they should give us opportunity so we can take our things out. Because we are not animals. We are Ghanaians. Nobody is alien. We need peace. That's why we talk to all our boys. Nobody should do violence.
Bre, na enko sisa enema, na enfa nko taba, na enko ton, sikari she ye botol num wa ma baby a ebekọ wa ma baby mpo a ye je pade for ye botol. Se omo sisa kwa tu agu. Se omo ye si enko he. Musu mu ba mba create jobs. There's no any job in Ghana. Se duma kakra eso ye ya edidi no. Musa abasai no. Se on pese ye dan. Nti se e kasa kire president and vice president. But a vice president, we are led that is a man with this kind of allegation they are making for us. But if it is good, it's good for him. It is bad, it's bad for him. So we are now pleading for that they should give us time to pack all our property from the yard. That is our man. If not that, we will take decision. And the decision will be a demonstration and nobody will go to market before tomorrow up to Monday.
3 days cry, no problem. Then you know, no problem. But pressure it. I know. I'm not from there. I'm not from there. You're loading up to Adiachi. Oh, up to now. I'm in focus on Mulodi. Namudi caterpillar. Bubuni na together. Namusi satu tre tipatro namu kotichi. But I'm not from Boka.
UTV Enyumire kasebo na yedi ma wo yetwa ho agyenkrato aba yeba ebeto kasebo no so.